rosters to kind of like, you know, today isn't going to be the best day for them. There's having a few highlights from our previous games. Looking at OUG, was this last time they were on? I think this was the last time they were on. Last time they were on Holoroth, if I remember right. But
yeah, Holoroth was our second game, and then third game we got to the Morris Isles.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to figure out if this was OUG on Holoroth or if this was them in the last game.
Yeah, I don't remember.
No, this is the last game because they had Yote. This is the last
yes,
game.
you're right. Yeah, this
So
was
this isn't
OUG.
they're Decatur on game number 2. It's a lot. There's a lot of Naraka, a lot of comps getting played. Sometimes we're again Farah as well. Like, you're not running comps that are being consistently picked, so they're not burning too many hero points to lock in. It's good to have a comp like that in your back pocket, and if you can kill 7 kills of it consistently, even on your like quote unquote off games where you're running like a cheaper to run comp, it's still very valuable. ZK here, absolutely phenomenal parry. This is a 1 versus 3 from ZK, just rolling through this at the moment. A few replays now.
Yeah. You can just see the communication here in the realm of Yang. YZG doing a really good job of finding their share of this. Faria, we already said, top damage on the team. Also, it looks like from what we're seeing here, CXZ was also one of those main shot callers throughout the course of this game.
Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like some of these teams, it's almost just chaos behind the comms, and then some are like really coordinated. I can't remember what team it was who were just like, they always looked really stoic, and then like when you heard their comms, it was just absolute madness. Like, you couldn't make out what was going on, but whenever you saw them, they just always looked really stoic. YZG, really good game here, and I mean, constantly getting caught out by the Valor Spears as well, catching them into those little whirlpools. Weren't really getting heavily punished off the back of it. The Syra, obviously, so good at just disrupting in these final circles, because the zone gets so small, but that dazzle is basically guaranteed to hit. And then you got the laser beam, and you can fly around, and just very irritating to deal with as YCG using the Ferromech basically just as a second health bar to make sure that you're not going to lose too much damage to the zone. It's huge. Is Syra MVP. I actually think this is the first Syra MVP I've seen.
I think that if, you know, some amount of variance goes the other way, there's definitely a chance that WBG keeps their spot or maybe even climbs. But as we get into the replays here, we're going to see what some of these other teams are doing. OUG in particular with an absolute masterclass in Realm of Gang and beyond.
Yeah, these guys had a really solid grip on this comp, and this is why Sand Siphon is so solid, and it is viewed as one of the best teams, or one of the best comps in the lobby. I think where it shines over the likes of like a Xiphon is I actually think it does better at the final circle than Xiphons do. I think Xiphon's better kind of most points of the game until those final circles, because the Furen shove, when everyone's clustered together, just does so much damage. It has that big knockback, so it can knock people into the zone. Decatur is very good in final circles. It's where he shines, and they were able to use it really effectively. I mean, here's a look at that final circle. I remember this is when SS had gone down. They jumped back in. They were able to pick SS up. If they hadn't done this, they wouldn't have got that 23 kill victory. They probably still would have won the game, but getting the kill multiplier, getting the victory, the kind of placement points, all of that does so much for OUG standing right now, and it is a big move for them here. So they're looking very happy with themselves off the back of this one, and they lost their Tammy, they lost their Decatur as well. It all came down to SS. He was just able to buy out the space, and no one else deserves the MVP more than SS for this game. Huge performance on the Syra. We'll have more teams start to show up.
I'm really hoping to see WBG take a game here. Right now, it seems to be all YZG. You can tell why it's teamwork coming through in these clips that we're seeing right now. It shows just how they're able to navigate a lot of these dicey fights early and late.
Yeah, absolutely. Really nice stuff, though, from YZG. Oh, man, I hate to say it because the monks look good. They played the monk well in these final circles. They played the monk really well in these, in these Realm of Yangs as well. And I just, normally not a fan of a monk. I think, you know, there's lots of comps that can just handle it. But I think the big thing was the use of the Kailin. They were very effective at keeping people off the monk by just being a menace with Kailin. And TXJ was just free to do the monk thing. Really nice stuff coming in from them. Just getting as many dashes through as possible. Really impressive to see. I mean, he got 2 resets off the back of that. Like, constantly keeping these dashes up. It's very hard. When a Kylan gets going, it's very hard to lock them down. I mean,
yeah,
we had that Hardy Kylan comp that we used to see a lot of last season. Obviously, Hardy got nerfed, and they also nerfed, I think, the way Kylan's ultimate worked in, like, the invulnerability, like, phase of it. I can't remember exactly what the nerfs were, but they definitely nerfed it and made it a lot more weaker. So now it's interesting, but Kylan still found use in a very different style of comp.
Yeah, absolutely the case. I'm very happy that Kylan is seeing play right now, and I think that it is kind of that X factor. You know, you at any point during a fight, you're going to know where that down high is. That ultimate, the immobility that is brought to play means that a lot of people are going to have eyes on there, and so you have someone stealthy, someone with a lot of dashes that could displace themselves in situations. It could just lead to clutch out, and we are in fact going to be getting that Kylan, I believe, as our MVP. Well deserved, certainly. YZG around the course of these last 2 games, and I would love to see them come out ahead here. But speaking of victory, here are the winners of that game number 4, Weibo, showing their stuff in the realm of Yang.
Yeah, really nice stuff from Weibo. They played really, really solid. I mean, no surprises. These guys have been one of the front runners today. Not had their big moment until this game, though. Fireflies come in, and some teams just really shine. Takeda comps, Zai comps, they just suit a lot more of these kind of skirmish-heavy comps and less more kind of for the big final circles, and it's more about, you know, just being consistently strong throughout the game, scaling up. YouTube's performance here. Final circle as well. I'm glad there weren't any monks here, because this would have sucked to be a monk in this. This is an awful final circle for a monk. They just kept that pressure going, and to be fair, that siren right at the end held on for a long time. I believe it was it SR? I can't remember who it was, but they held on for a long time here. Eventually timing out in the ultimate and getting run down. Really, really good stuff though for WBG.
Yeah, it's just that combination of verticality, the slow fall, and the fact that your ultimate gives you that renewed health bar that I think makes it such an absolutely ridiculous pick for these kinds of games, where every single time we're getting the full circle closing, we're getting a lot of chaos, and it's another Syra MVP. I gotta say, Hip Brain, this character's becoming a little bit of a problem.
No, we haven't. Well, we're gonna have a look at the replays once again. They just came out swinging, man. Like, these guys came in ready to fight, ready to brawl. They had this fight, I genuinely thought was going really bad for them, and then suddenly it just goes real good. I love me a secret tunnel fight. They're always really fun to watch. They just mopped up that really strong, and then from there it was just constant action, taking out BBE as well, who, you know, had a bad start to the split, and it just got even worse with JL showing up and denying them everything here. BBE, I mean, this is not their week. This is not their week.
No.
Next bi-weeklies, it's all on them.
I don't know if they're going to have a week, I'll be honest here, but I always love the underdogs to cheer for it, and so I will be giving the constant BBE updates whenever I'm on for this. As it currently stands, though, yeah, I just feel like if you are not losing because of strategic decisions, but you're losing just because you are getting washed in every fight, it's very hard to say, yes, you're going to see a massive jump in ability throughout the rest of the season. And so right now, I'm really looking to see how others are going to make their stands and continue to grow. Because even some of these top teams, they are making flubs from game to game. SR, of course, they had that notorious early game where they just went for the salty run back versus Weibo, and they got punished for doing so. And we can see other teams. YZG, I think, has also mispositioned in quite a few fights as of late. And so far,
you've won it. No one else can contest. It's such a good start there for the side of SR to contest that first place. I'm really excited to see how they fare up. Obviously, you're going to be dealing with GG, who are the domestic champions 2 times in a row. You don't have to worry about the world champs, though. Wolves aren't here.
Nope. Neither in spirit nor in placements. Unfortunately, Wolves just needs to get their groove back. But right now, we're actually seeing FPX lay the walloping upon Wolves here in the realm of Yang. Congratulations, of course, to SR's overall winners. But if the FPX could channel some of the energy that they brought to this final game to other ones in the series, I still am looking forward to their showing throughout the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm very excited to see. Very excited to see more from Wolves. The problem with Wolves are, like, me and Rune have always been big fans of Wolves ever since day one. But like, they used to be a very exciting team. They used to like get like 10 kills at the beginning of the game, and then die like 8 minutes into the game, and then that'd be them. done. And they were like, oh, they were so good, but never could make it to a final circle. And back when everyone got kill multipliers, well, not everyone, but like a large portion of the lobby used to get kill multipliers until they changed it, so it's only the final team who get the kill multiplier. That was back when like Wolves were like super exciting to watch. Nowadays, I think they've just been plagued by inconsistencies, unfortunately. They've not quite been there, but here we are.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play